Friday, the 17th of October of 2025. Intercessors all over the world, greetings, and welcome. How are you doing out there? We just hope all is well with you. We are still here and still praying and watching, seeing exactly what is happening in the nation. Pakaipa, and we saw that just today. Zgananda magwara anotyisa. Taona ugwara unotyisa. You can see for yourself kuti there is so much pressure, there is so much that is happening, and Zgananda are watching and seeing their days, getting numbered each passing day. Quite a lot that is so disturbing, of course, keeps on happening with the issues that like we were talking about yesterday, of how we still have some people that are standing in the way of a greater Zimbabwe, a better Zimbabwe for all, which is quite ironic and very, very painful. You see people standing up to support a regime that is stealing in front of everyone without even hiding. They don't care. They are really saying it out, in even bragging about it. But still, we have our own people that are suffering, ready to defend, those people. This is how ironic life is. A heavily armed Mnangagwa police blocked traffic into Harare and besieged the Africa Unity Square. So we saw early, I think they must have camped there in the night already before the morning. They were already waiting there. Multitudes and multitudes of police and roadblocks along the roads that were leading into Harare, blocking traffic. We have heard that traffic was stopped for hours, hours and hours. And they were just giving flimsy excuses, lame excuses, searching all cars and so on, victimizing people, asking people, what are you going? What are you doing in Harare? Where are you going? Why are you going? What kind of a country would want to ask people, why are you going to Harare, and issues like that? Surely in a free country, should people ever be asked, kuti muri kuenda kupi? Zvine basa rei munyika yakasununguka? If Zgananda are saying that Zimbabwe is a free country, why my citizens achiswera achinetswa kunzi uri kuenda kupi, vachipakiswa mota paside pema road for hours and hours by these partisan excuse of a police that is called Mnangagwa police. So this is exactly what I was saying the other day. Lisa Kumbura Nkuruma ngama police and city mina, the worst problem that we have in the country ngama police. These are the people that really are, just so pathetic, and they are very sad. We didn't see the presence of soldiers. I haven't met a picture yet or a video that showed presence of soldiers. And that remains a big question. Of course, I think we are going to be touching on that one in another show, where I'm going to be telling you exactly some of the things that are going to be leading to the downfall of Zgananda and Mnangagwa. Kana takatarisa tiyatsoona kuti pane zvimwe zvinhu zvava very different this time around. Kune zinyi zinto ezinengi ezitshengisa kuti i-situation yakatesi le siyibonayo katesi, the situation yamalova akufanani, kungani kule difference. There's a bit of a difference in how things have happened, and the general outcome and outlook of things are totally different, especially considering that we have seen some responses in the past which we have not seen this time around. So I don't know what it is that the organizers will have to be saying, and of course one thing that we know, of course, is that we have many ways, and God has majority of the ways, in fact, of dealing with the situation that we are facing. I have always been saying right on this platform that let's not put our trust in men. Let's not put our faith in men. We put our trust and our faith in God. And it is only God who knows exactly the very day and how things are going to turn out, and how exactly Zgananda are going to bite the dust. So we don't have really to be worried about trying an effort or putting some trial in this or that, because we are just like throwing our bread, casting our bread in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening, right? Not knowing which one shall come back. That's exactly what we are doing. We are just making use of all avenues that are possible, right? And we keep on keeping on. I've always said that the secret kana uchida kukunda Satan, pane ngorine one secret chet is to keep fighting. If you now defeat Satan, Satan, secret Satan one kuphela secret ikuqhubekela phambili ngokulwa. We keep fighting torapa chirwa bads kana zvarapa zveplan A toita plan B plan C kana toita plan D plan D kana toita plan yachenda until tichangonodonhera pazuva racho rosvika hakuna zuva risingasviki. So we have seen many videos making rounds of what has been happening, presence yemapurisa Mnangagwa all over, and also some very disturbing gatherings here and there with Marakashi coming in vachishaina, seeing that the country, on especially Harare, was deserted. That made rounds from early in the morning. So this is just a sign that we are in a police state. Zimbabwe is just a police state, and that they are so good at this. Vanogona kushaya mota, mapurisa anogona kushaya mota yekunoatenda a crime scene. Onzwa vachiti hatina mota. Unogona kunzwa mapurisa achiti hatina fuel when crime is committed somewhere. But kana pasvika kuprotecta zvigananda, yezvigananda fuel iyo haishayikwi. Mota idzodzo hadzishayikwi. Nkuruma amapolisa etu lawo kuti uyakwanisa kuzwa amapurisa esiti asina mota ekuti vaatende i-crime scene or havana fuel yekuti vaatende i-crime scene. Kodwa nxa sokufike ekuvikeleni izigananda ukuthi zingakhitshwa, hayi leyo yatholakala i-fuel, lezi mota zakhona zikhona zigcwele. And this is exactly the challenge that we continue to face as a nation. And we want to continue to speak out and remind our people that if we keep uniting, let's keep uniting. When something that was supposed to be did not come as expected, it is not wise for people to now start to point fingers at each other and say it is because of this one, or because of you, because of so and so. No, this is nobody's fault, right? Remember, God is in control. If we still believe that our God is with us, then we must understand that God is in control. In every situation, in everything we do, we definitely would look into whatever has to happen and say, okay, the will of God obviously becomes, it supersedes whatever situation that it is. This could not be probably the day or the way or whatever, but doors will continue to open of how we can get a breakthrough to our struggle. So I am sending a message to the people of Zimbabwe kuti hondo haina kupera, hondo ichiripo, hondo ngairambe ichirwiwa, vanhu ngavarambe vakasumuka, vanhu ngamba vabatana, vanhu ngamba vachifunga, right? Impi haikapeli, impeli iqhubekera phambili, haikapeli, right? One kind of setback does not necessarily mean ukuthi there is nothing that is going to come out of the next try. So try and try again. If at first you don't succeed, right? That's exactly what we are talking about. Let's keep watching and keep praying and keep believing. As of us, I think isusu my intercessors, we are like, in the last defense. Hatimbosviki panguva yekuti tichasvika pakuti taneta, hatineti, hatimbofita takaneteswa. We are men and women of faith, and we continue to move, we continue to run, we continue to stand, and we know that one day is one day. One day is one day. Dema dictatorship esa akaitika angadai achiripo. Right? And I always say to you, remind you one thing, kuti kuna chino one chisingambofi chakazo rigiwa naMnangagwa nezvigananda. Vangariga ma-elections, vagoriga, vagotumira mapurisa kusosa matauni, vagofara, vagotyisidzira vanhu vagoita well, those ones they can. But there's only one thing, and there's only one thing that they cannot rig. They cannot rig sickness, they cannot rig old age, they cannot rig death, and they cannot rig the time of the Lord. Nkuluma ukuthi oMnangagwa bengariga ezinye izinto zonke, basebenzisa iforce, basebenzisa imbhobho, ukuvala izikhala zonke, but kule nto akulezinye izinto abangeke bazikwanisa ukuziriga, like ukulwala, ukufa, ukulupala, and isikhathi sikaNkulunkulu. Those are things that they can't touch, and definitely that's what we are talking about. So we will continue to stand. We will continue to believe that the time of the Lord is up. The time of the Lord is now, and nobody really can stand against the plans of the of God. We will continue to gather as Zimbabwean people to pray and intercede for the nation. Very, very important. And God's way is always the one that will prevail, the one that He really has put in place. That this is the one that will pull down Gananda and so on. It will come. All right, and that's very important for us to note all the time. Hanza Kuma Raymond apa demo richabudira here amanaka hey amen. Amen. But anyway, isusu turamba chinamatira nyika itakadaidzirwa kuti tinamatire nyika nekuramba chisimbaradza hondo kuti iendere mberi. Saka that is what we will continue to do. Tina umsebenzi wetu la, especially lapha ku-platform ikuthandazela ilizwe and continue to send out the word out there and the promises of God for the nation, and we will continue to stand. As for me, I'm disappointed Nageza about police. Nothing new. They are supposed to close those gaps before calling out for the people. Right? Yes. I think I do agree with you there. But even don't be afraid. I don't know. But today I don't know. Have you seen any videos or pictures of people that have been beaten or what? I don't know. Or something, because they were saying that those police officers are not going to do anything to people. I don't know. And so police officers in Zim, they think they have jobs. I don't. Vakapuwa $75 and Zimbabwe chironda chaicho achironda chinorwadza murwadziro chaiwo. But of course we continue to stand and to pray, for our God is what is always faithful. As kunzima lokho, I don't understand these police. They are suffering labo okunye right. Very true. That's what we are talking about, and of course we will continue to be watching what is happening. And the Sister Lorraine, everything happens for a reason. Definitely. If we believe that we are praying and God hears prayer, we will know that in every move and in every effort that is put, there is definitely God's hand in it, and what He wants to happen will happen, and at the right and appointed time, right? So that's exactly what we are talking about. So let's keep watching. Sisi Josanzi, so yes, it's true. I have been following actually on these people didn't come out. For those who came out, was told to be waiting for signal. For how long then? Yes, I also heard signal and so on. I don't know what was happening. And we say, brother Shatifa Church Karanda Zirikuma Kwamtare Uko. Yeah, Zaziriko Tambona Zunga Marud Mushida. And thanks to Blower, your sister, at least she's done her part. To the Blower, your sister, at least she's done her part. I don't know which one that one is, the sister from Blower. Maybe there's a sister who traveled all the way from Blower. Evidence is people of Harare didn't come. The sister reported business was as usual. Shops open and the square empty. All right. Yes, of course. That's what we saw happening there. And good evening, Brother Shatufa and all chain champions. Maswera say, how are you doing? Mukoma Shatu ganzi koma auto acho ngabudeze panekusiya vanhu vachingosungwa. Right. I think that is where we continue to see a little bit of some disorientation, which is a little bit also difficult to really understand. Pane coherence in what is being announced and what should happen and so on and so forth, right? As chatufa chete hakuna mumwe tichamubata chete Mnangagwa haunyari kumanikidza zvinhu atichakudi pavaiwe. Yes, people of Zimbabwe are tired, and that of course is totally true. And only on Chatufa TV production I trust to get proper information. Thank you so much, Mama Patricia. We thank you so much also for praying for Zimbabwe and for being available. And we thank God that God is always faithful. Gogomandas Masquera say, how has been your day? My sister Wendy Morise, Gogo Chero, how are you? And sister Esi Zolega, how are you? Gogo Story Masquera say, Kwamuri, Gogo Piri, Varuta Aluta, continue and the prayers to the nation. Yes, Pastor Grace, how are you doing? Thank you so much, of course, for joining us on the show. So this is just about it. What we have seen happening in the nation today. We will keep watching what is going to be the next stage of things and so on and so on. But there's going to be a special show that I'm going to be talking about, Nelson Chamisa. I think you are seeing it already on the, it's flagged already on YouTube. We're going to be talking about that, where we are going, considering what we have seen happening today. Otherwise, this is what it is, family. Thank you so much. Let's meet in the upcoming show. We still have some 4 more shows, I think, to go before we call it a day. Be blessed and be increased.